Hello folks, welcome to Upskill with Divesh. In today's video, we are let us see about LCM and HCF in 5 minutes. And we are in this series Apti in 5 minutes, and this is the fourth video. Okay, so yes, without delay, let's get into the video. So initially, let us see what is HCF. So HCF is nothing but highest common factor. Let us consider two digits, two values. Okay, M and N, right? So we have to take the factors for or we have to find out the factors of all the m, and we have to find the factors of all n, and the highest factor which is common in both m and n is known as highest common factor, right? So for example, let us calculate the highest common factor for 4 and 8. Okay, so the factors are 2 and 4, right? 2, 1, 2 and 4 are factors for 4, and for 8, 1, 2, 4 and 8 are factors, right? So the highest common factor is 4, which is present in both. Therefore, 4 is the HCF for 4 and 8. Okay. So let us see how to find out the HCF. So initially, let us see the factorization method, right? So similarly, how we found for 4 and 8. So for some bigger number like 32 and 46. Okay, so in such cases let us find it. So the factors are 1, so 2, 3, 3 will not be coming, so 4 and 6, 7, 8, so S8 and 16 and 32. So these are all the factors for 32, right? For similarly for 46, so 1, 2, so then we don't have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So no, it is no. Then 13, 14. So no way. So we have 23, right? So 23, then 46. So these are all the values. So now we have to find the factor which is highest, right? So highest common factor. So 2 is the highest common factor which is present in both. Therefore, the HF of 32 and 46 is 2. So this is one of the method in which we'll be calculating the factors and we'll be finding it, right? So yes. So let me give some other example. So let us calculate the HCF of 500 and 640, right? So 500 can be expressed as, so let me write here. So 500 can be expressed as 5 into 100. So 5 into 100. 100 can be expressed as 25 into 4, right? So 25 is 5 square and it is 2 square. 4 is 2 square. So 5 cube into 2 square is equal to 500, right? So similarly 640. So 640 is nothing but 64 into 10. 64 is 2 to the power 6 and 10 is 2 into 5, right? So 5, so 2 into 5, right? So it is 2 to the power 7. So 2 to the power 7 into 5. So now the highest factor is, so 5. So 5 to the power 1, right? So 5 to the power n 1 into 2 to the power 2. So it is the highest factor, right? So 4, 2 to the 2 square is 4. 4 5s are 20. So 20 is the HCF of 500 into 640. So for huge numbers, we can calculate like this, right? So now there is another method which is division method. So people will also be all, we can also say it as Euclidean method, right? So now it is very easy to find the HCF of 640 and 500, right? So 640 and 500. In this, what we'll be doing is that we'll be dividing the number, right? So divide 640 by 500. So dividing 640 by 500, we get 140 as remainder, right? Now divide 500 by 140. So dividing 500 by 140, we get 420. So 80 is remainder. 3 times 80 is remainder, right? So divide 140 by 80. So dividing 140 by 80, we get 60 as remainder. So divide 80 by 60. So 1 times we get 20 as remainder, right? So 60. So we get 20 as remainder. So divide 60 by 20. So now we get 0 as remainder, right? So when we get 0 as remainder, then 20 is the highest common factor of 640 and 500. So this is called as Euclidean method or division method. Okay. So to find the HCF of the number. Next, let us see the LCM value. So LCM is nothing but least common multiple. So consider, let us say there are two numbers m and n. Okay. So LCM is nothing but the number which is divided by both m and it should give the remainder 0. Okay. A number which is divided by m and n as well, and the remainder should be 0, and the number should be least as possible. Okay, the number should be least as much as possible. So now let us calculate the LCM for 500 and 640. So 640, right? So we have just now we have found. So 500 can be written as, so 5 cube into 2, right? So 2 square, right? So 2 square into 5 cube. And similarly 640 can be written as 2 to the power 7 into 5, right? So in the before in the HCF we taken the least power, right? Whereas in the LCM we'll be taking the highest power. So 2, here there is 2 and here there is 7, right? So 2 to the power 7 into 5 to the power 3 is the LCM value of 500 and 640. So this is somewhat a bigger number. For smaller number we can take 4 and 8, 4 and 16. Okay. So 4 can be written as 2 square and 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4, right? So the highest common factor is 2 to the power 4. Therefore 16 is the LCM for 4 and 16. So next, let us move to the next topic, next concept. So if m and n are two numbers, then their product value is equal to their product of LCM and HCF. This is one of the rule which we should remember. Yes. So next, let us see. So LCM and HCF when m and n are multiples, right? So consider. So the value of m is 4 and the value of n is 8. So they are multiples of 4, right? So when an m and n values are multiple, the LCM is nothing but the highest of both the values. So LCM is equal to 8 and HCF is nothing but the least of both the values. So which is nothing but 4. So when given that two numbers m and n are two numbers and they both are multiples, then the least value would be the HCF and the greatest value would be the LCM. So this is one of the rule. Okay. So next, when m and n are co-primes, that is when their HCF is 1. Okay. So when m and n are co-primes, their HCF is equal to 1, and LCM is nothing but the multiples of m and n. So when m and n are co-primes, their HCF is 1 and the LCM is their product of two values. So LCM of fractions. So in order to find the LCM of fractions, it is very easy. Just find the LCM of the numerator and put it in the numerator and find the HCF of the denominators. So it is LCM and it is HCF. Okay. To find the LCM of fractions, we have to find the LCM of numerator, which should be divided by the HCF of the denominators. Okay. And similarly, in order to find the HCF of fractions, it is very easy. Find the HCF of numerators and divide it by the LCM of denominators, then you will be getting the HCF of the whole fractions. Okay, HCF of the given fractions. So yes, we are done with this video and I hope this video is useful for you. And for more useful videos like this, consider subscribing Upskill with Divesh. Thank you for watching.